Okay, I think I'm recording. Hi, everybody. Whitney here. Welcome to Tuesday, Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm going to be trying to do these every Tuesday. Last week we had our sneak peek, so I thought it was more important to talk about that. And the week before I did a little Snapchat training. If you missed that one, I posted it in the file section of the team page. And I'm also going to be doing a call for Kelly Hardin's team on this Thursday. So if you guys want to jump on that at 6 p.m., I'm going to be going over Snapchat again. Just tips and tricks on how to kind of run your business on Snapchat and how to use Snapchat. So today I really have been wanting to talk about this topic for a while. And we went to the Chalene Johnson Smart Success conference. Me and Misty went, and Megan and Keith. And I wanted to make a video like right after that, but it was just so much information. It was really hard for me to like put it into words. And I also felt like I needed to start implementing some of this stuff before I was really comfortable talking about it. One of the really big themes she had was about habits. So like really the cornerstone of all success is habits, like what you do on a daily basis. People, even the people that look like they got, successful overnight didn't. We don't see all the behind the scenes, all the years building up to that, all the failures leading up to their success. That's not usually shared. That's not what you see. You don't see behind the scenes. So I just want to talk about the importance of habits and how to implement them and change your negative habits into positive ones. So she gave this awesome example, and it's all about like brushing your teeth is like easy, right? First of all, like you can like taste your morning breath if you're human. And second of all, you have this big toothbrush that's out on your counter. But who flosses? Like, honestly, I used to never floss until they came out with that long, I should have brought it, that long stick that has the little, thing at the end, and you just do it really quick. It's like a toothbrush. Now I feel just like if I didn't brush my teeth, if I don't floss. I love to floss now. So it's like, that's a trigger. So what aren't you doing? Maybe it's something for your business. Maybe it's something for your health. Maybe it's something for your family. What aren't you doing? So how can you create a trigger for that? So I always have a hard time, like with my personal development. I'll start a book and I'll get almost to the end, and then I'll leave it somewhere. Or usually I travel and it ends up in my backpack. And then I start a new book, and then I'm still not finished with this one. Like this one I had to restart because I almost got to the end, and then I started another book. Anyway, that's a long story short. But what I started doing is at night, I put it on my laptop. So as soon as I get to my station in the morning, I see my book. I'm like, oh, okay, I have to do my personal development. It's a trigger. It's starting to create a habit. Now I wake up and I want to read. Like I don't feel right if I don't start my day that way. I used to keep it by my bedside table because I thought, oh, I'll wake up, I'll see it, I'll read. But if Keith sleeps later than me or anything like that, it didn't happen, right? I would, grab a sweatshirt and sneak out of the room and, come out and have my coffee, and I'd go straight to work, or I'd walk the dog, and then all of a sudden my day's, totally distracted from personal development. So what you want to start doing is like these habits or choices that we've made slowly and consistently over time. Like we weren't just born with these habits. We made the choice to have these habits. If you're watching too much Netflix, if you're drinking too much, if you're scrolling through Facebook all day, these are bad habits, and they're habits that you've made the choice to do day after day, and now they've become automatic. So you can do that same thing with positive stuff. So if you're not getting your workouts in, why aren't you getting your workouts in? Maybe you need to start laying your clothes out so you see them. So there's a trigger. Once you start doing that every day, you won't feel right without your workout. As soon as I work out, I make my Shakeology. It's just like, that's a great healthy habit that I've created. Did it start out that way? No. In the beginning, I missed Shakeology all the time. I missed personal development all the time. And workouts were really hard for me because I was a yogi. Like all I did was take a couple of yoga classes when I felt like it. And I'd go and kill myself on the elliptical every once in a while. But being on like a workout plan was really, really new for me. So following that calendar, I didn't follow a program until 21 Day Fix came out, like 6 months into me being a coach. And I think that one just worked for me because it was a 21-day program. But now I love the consistency and the organization and that I know what I need to do that day because I've slowly but surely 2 years later have made it into a habit. So once you identify the habits, you can start to change them. So I just like one of the exercises in Shalene's thing was to identify your negative habits. So I'll just share mine with you. And then maybe you have different ones or similar ones or whatever, but just write them down. So mine is wine. For me, like I'll start dinner and I'll just pour a glass of wine. I don't even want it sometimes, you know. I don't do that so much anymore. I'm pretty good during the week. But yeah, I used to just, you know, I'd start making dinner and I'd pour a glass of wine. It's like, what is that? Like I said, it's weird. But wine, the Facebook wall, I'm pretty good at that now. I used to like scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Now, you know, I let myself do that during the power hour, during like those 5 minutes where I'm supposed to go like a bunch of stuff. And I do it a couple times a day. Really, really quick though. I don't spend a lot of time doing that. Not meal prepping. Sometimes I don't meal prep. Like, why not? It makes life so much easier. I'll skip the farmer's market, and just because I don't want to go to 2 different places and I have to go to the grocery store anyway, so I'll skip it. But the farmer's market is the best, and it's going to be the healthiest ingredients for me. I'll buy crap for the kids. We only have them every other weekend, so I give myself the excuse that they can just have whatever they want. And that's not okay. They need to be eating healthy like we're eating healthy. Just because I only have them, you know, a few days a week isn't a good excuse. I've gotten into the bad habit of just saying yes to them. Eating out, especially when I'm traveling, we eat out a lot. And Netflix, sometimes all I want to do is just not do anything and watch whatever show I'm on. So those things you'll just start doing without consciously thinking about them. So you need to consciously notice, like, that's the first step, right? Notice that you're doing it and have some self-control and do something else. If you haven't done your power hour, there's no way you should be on Netflix yet. Okay. If you have been eating out all last week, there's no way you shouldn't go to the grocery store and meal prep on Sunday. So just slowly starting to do things and starting to become aware of your bad habits will help you change them just doing that. And then become aware of habits that you want to implement into your life and start creating triggers that can help you remember to do them. So like at night, I will leave out my Energize. Energize goes on the counter, and that will trigger me to work out, first of all, which triggers me to then drink my Shakeology. Okay. The power hour I started doing with you guys, which is awesome. Even if nobody shows up, I have that on my calendar. I have a Zoom link ready. I leave my Zoom link on because people have been coming in, 10, 15 minutes late or whatever. And I sit down and I do my power hour. Now it's part of my morning. And you guys, I have like such a pipeline right now. It's amazing. Personal development was hard for me. So now I leave that on top of my laptop because it wasn't working next to my bed. So I leave it on top of my laptop. So where are you struggling? What are you struggling with? And it doesn't necessarily have to be with this business, right? We want you guys to be amazing in all areas of your life. So where are you struggling with? What could you change? Start to become aware of those and make systems and processes and triggers to get yourself organized and get yourself in the right mindset and in the right habits. I put a little bit of notes down. I just want to this one's really hard for me. And I think it's hard for a lot of people, especially, I never thought I was really like a people pleaser, but I kind of am. Just say no. Like, you can say no. You don't have to do everything. Say no. If it isn't on your priorities, if it's not part of your goals for the month or the year or the week or the day, you can say no. Like, I had to start saying no to going to, Luigi's on a Wednesday with Keith. That's like our favorite restaurant. But no, I'll do that on Friday a couple times a month, like twice a month. Other than that, I can't go. I start drinking and I get the whole rest of my days fucked off. Brunch, I love brunch. So it used to be bottomless mimosas. Now I don't do the mimosa. I allow myself one Bloody Mary or one Moscow Mule. So it's like I still have brunch. I still enjoy a cocktail, but it doesn't turn my whole Sunday into a funk. I have one glass with my brunch, not bottomless mimosas to get myself, belligerent. And that's why I would skip the farmer's market and then not meal prep. And then, I'm doing my Sunday shit on Monday. So just say no. Say no to things. It's okay. Like, people are going to love you still. And if they don't, fuck them. So learn to say no to things that are not part of your goal, is part of your priorities. I said that you have control. These habits didn't just come out of thin air. You did small things consistently over time and they became a habit. So you can turn those negative ones into positive ones. Something you do without thinking. Yeah, that's just what a habit is. I think I covered that. I did want to read one part out of Slight Edge to you guys. And this is towards the end of the book. If you guys haven't read this yet, please read this. It's so good. I read the first half of it twice because I made myself start over. But I love this book. I have notes about it all over. Anyway, so this is the chapter that is cultivating slight edge habits. And he obviously goes into detail about all of these, but they're really pertinent to what we do as coaches. So the first one is show up. So, right, show up every single day. Do your 3 vital behaviors, be present on social media, check in with your customers, check in with your challengers, check in with your coaches, check in with your prospects. Just show up every single day, no matter what. Social media makes it really easy for you to show up. You can do it right from your phone. I don't care if you're sick in bed. You can do a quick post. I'm not feeling well. I'm sick in bed. I need a Shakeology. It's the only thing that's going to make me feel better. Whatever. Number 2, show up consistently. So that's the thing I was talking about, consistently over time. So this stuff takes time. You're just not going to have a habit in 3 days, right? That's why we have the 21-day fix. It takes 21 days to even start the habit, right? So show up consistently. Number 3, show up consistently with a positive outlook. So your positivity is also a habit. Your negativity is also a habit. And you can change that with choices. You can choose to look at things in a positive light or in a negative way. It's your choice. So that was 3, show up consistently with a positive outlook. Number 4, be prepared for and committed to the long haul. I love this, especially for this business, there's no get rich quick aspect of this. You have to put in the work, you have to show up every day, and you have to do it over time. You have to build trust with people. You have to get people results, which takes time. So like I say a lot, this is a marathon, not a race. So, be committed. You guys made this commitment, stick to it. You're not going to get anything done in a month. You're not going to get anything done in, maybe even 6 months. A year, 2 years, that's when things really start to happen and become so beautiful if you've put in the work and been consistent over those past 2 years. So be committed for the long haul. I know Judd always says be here in a year, but I'm saying be here in 5 years, yo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, it's not numbered. I'm numbering them myself. So number 4, be prepared. No, that was number 4. Number 5, cultivate a burning desire backed by faith. So if you guys, this is Keith's big book. If you've read Think and Grow Rich, there's a whole section on this. But desire backed by faith. You guys have to want this. You guys have to want this, and you have to believe that you can have this. Okay, there's so much. I could do a whole, maybe this will be next week, I can do a whole topic about visualization and meditation and, creating the life with your thoughts and your vision. So you have to want it, first of all, really, really want it, not be oh yeah, I guess that'd be cool. Oh yeah, I'll spend an hour, every other week on this. No. You have to really want it. You have to really want to help people, and you really have to really, really love this business and believe in it and believe that you can do it, because you can. I promise you that you can. If you want it bad enough and you believe that you can have anything that you want. The next one is number 6, be willing to pay the price. So this is what I was talking about, with Netflix or with, going to the bar or, going to Luigi's or whatever your favorite restaurant is. You have to be willing to pay the price to say no, or maybe literally pay the price to put a little bit of money into your business. I mean, really, you guys, we got to start this business for nothing. We got a challenge pack, which, our challengers buy that. We pay $15 a month to run a business. There's no other business that has overhead like that. Okay, we don't even need inventory like some of the other social networking companies. They take care of all of that for us for $15 a month. Don't be afraid to pay a little bit of money towards, boosting a post or boosting your page or running ads, all that kind of stuff, buying some wear and share. Anyways, but be willing to pay the price. I don't think that's what he's talking about there. He's really talking about putting in the time and the work and the consistency. And lastly, do the things you've committed to doing, even when no one else is watching. I love that too. So, it's a little bit interesting because nobody really is watching us, right? We post about it on social media. I mean, if you're on my Snapchat, I'm documenting every damn moment. My little reality TV show. But, it's true. When you're home alone on a Friday night, nobody's going to know if you order pizza. If you're home on Sunday and you could meal prep, but you want to watch Netflix instead, and you took a bunch of pictures last week so you could post on Facebook, and pretend like you did. It's the things that you do when nobody's watching, when nobody knows that you do them. What are you going to do? So anyways, just some food for thought. I wanted to talk about the habits from Chalene Johnson. There was a lot of other really awesome points that she had that maybe I'll get into another time. I kind of want to do like a workshop-y thing with you guys for the other stuff. But yeah, habits for me have just really changed everything recently. So I've been trying to implement those since her thing, and it was hard. It's hard every time I go out of town. I like get off balance, out of whack, and it takes me a few days to get back into the habit, into that day-to-day practice. But so that's when you set up those triggers, and it's just so helpful. I don't think I've missed a 3 vital behavior in like 3 weeks, and I was even in Hermosa last week, so that's amazing that I was able to stick to all of that and be away, because I always give myself excuses when I'm traveling, and I travel a lot, so that's just unacceptable. Anyways, if you have any questions about what I talked about, I know I talked fast, just post below, message me, whatever. If you have any topics that you want to know about, I know this was a little bit like random. This wasn't like a specific Beachbody topic, but if there's anything you guys want to know more about, please let me know. Any kind of trainings you guys want to hear. If you want me to get another coach on here, I know Sarah Try and I are going to trade calls in a couple of weeks. She's in Belize right now, so when she gets back, we're going to trade a call. So yeah, just let me know what you guys want to know about, and I will arrange it. If I don't feel confident that I'm the best person to speak about it, I'll find a coach that is. But I just want to know what you guys feel like you need to know. Anyways, just rambling now. Peace out. I love you guys.